It was my birthday a few days ago. I turned 69 years old, and my grandson gave me a most unusual birthday card, a few little hearts, of course, on the outside. And then inside he says 69 years old. Now that is very old. Quiz question: what have you been doing all that time? And I see he's left a little spot where I have to put the answer. Well, that really got me to thinking, what have I been doing all this time? I mean, it's my lifetime. What have I been doing with my life? My goal in life was to get married and have a wonderful marriage. Fell in love and before long married. At last, the dream had come true. I was married and looked forward to living happily ever after. When my marriage began to really have problems, I decided it's just too much. I can't go on anymore. This is the end of my life. Eddie walked into the surgery, looked me in the eyes, saw how miserable I must be. She said, "Do you know, my dear, that whatever you have in your life, there's only one person responsible, and it's you. You are responsible. You should take a look at what you're thinking." Well, I thought, you know, she had a bit of a nerve. I mean, how could she know anything about my life and now tell me I was responsible? I thought, this is ridiculous. But the words kept coming back to me. You are responsible. Take a look at your thoughts. And I found that all my thoughts were miserable, forlorn, hopeless. And so I decided, well, what I'll do, I'll change my thoughts and I will see if there's any difference in my life. And I decided that if a thought was an ingredient of love, I would allow it in. And if it had no ingredients of love, like impatience or irritation or disappointment, it was not coming into my mind. And I even went as far as coloring in these thoughts. So in a mental way, I'd say, well, the wholesome ones are pink. They're the ones that contain love. The ones that don't contain love are gray. And I'll always say to myself in a situation when something went wrong or when I was challenged, I'd say, all right, what are you thinking now? Is it pink or gray? And so I gradually learned to change the way I thought from those awful gray negatives to thoughts of hope and positiveness. I was a different person. I was waking up smiling instead of not wanting to get out of bed. And very soon, my circumstances too began to change. All because I changed my thoughts. I believe I learned something extremely important, and that's what I want to share. We have one life. We don't know how long or short, but we want to have a great life. What really drove me and got me to be a speaker was the passion behind me, to try and tell people you can do it. You can get out of any situation. You can really change your life. If you're suffering, you don't have to. You have got the controls. You've got the key. You allow poison into your mind that's going to ruin your life. And so I began talking until someone said, "Lani, what do you charge?" And after that, someone said, "Lani, where's your book?" And that was when I wrote my book, How to Win When Life is Unfair. I really believe that book is there for all of us to learn something that we never learned at school in our day, because we didn't learn about our thoughts. And this led me to asking and doing research, when do children actually begin to learn how to think? As soon as they start talking, forming words, their thoughts are already being put together. They're actually developing a mindset. They're learning it from peers, teachers, parents, etc., etc. So I was determined that I must put something on the market that can teach kids how to develop a positive mindset. And that was when I wrote my Let's Take a Peek at Our Thoughts. And that is a book which has got two little toys or thoughts supposed to be, a happy one smiling, a sad one. And when something goes wrong, you can be sad or happy. You can make the choice. You're in charge of these thoughts. They're teaching children how to think. I am very, very aware that to think negatively about something is going to pull me down. So I really almost look at the world now and say, okay, fine, see if you can make me mad. Because, you know, I've learned my lesson. I'm just going to forgive you. I'm just going to understand that you're in a really bad place. I will not allow myself self-pity and anger and resentment. Never again. I feel that, yes, I do get the challenges, but no, I don't get the blues. Zach's question, Granny, what have you been doing all the time? I've been giving it a lot of thought now. The answer has crystallized in my mind. I can definitely write the answer down now.